And back with the album, I know that you were telling a story about what happened with Jay-Z behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Do you have any other stories that happened in the making of the album?
I mean, what happened in the making of the album for me, man, it was real, man. Like, a lot of nights I stayed in the studio, I kind of like, didn't participate in a lot of things that I would normally participate in, like, hanging and balling with my homies and, just living that, typical rapper's life. You know what I mean? It was just serious to me because I felt like I was at the point in my career where I wanted to just speak on these things and get them behind me so I can move on to the next level of my life. Because, like, I can't be the same Jeezy forever. Like, I can't be, just because you look at me a certain way, like, I'm way more intelligent than that. You know what I'm saying? So, to me, it was just about getting it off my chest because a lot of the things that I was going through was my battle trying to balance my relationships with the street and do music and still be successful in music. You know what I'm saying? It's not an easy balance. So, I lost a lot of friends. You know what I mean? I seen a lot of friends, get caught up. And, that was hard for me to see because, like, as a leader, you want to see everybody do great, but it's hard when, your man who was just running the world with you on tour, now you got 30 years, and it's like he calling it. His kids going through, and it's like, but then, I got an MTV interview to do tomorrow, and they want to talk about some bullshit, and I'm just like, I don't even want to give a fuck about that. Like, why am I argue with a nigga who ain't talking about shit anyway when I got all this real shit going on? So to me, it was just like a lot of that going on. It's just like I just had to fall back from the world, and it took me a long time because every bar, every verse, every ad lib, every word on this album, to me, it came from my heart. It's personal. That's my blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I mean? It's all in my album. You know what I mean? All in that body of work. So when you listen to it, you got to take it serious. Like, it ain't just cool. It ain't me rapping to meet a quota or to get some money or to say I put a record out. Like, this got to change the world for me. When I walk outside, somebody got to tell me I helped them some type of way in their life, and then I feel like I did what I was supposed to do.
And I keep hearing, like, speaking of you putting your heart and soul into every verse, this song Holy Ghost. Can you tell me a bit about the story behind that?
I mean, Holy Ghost, man, that's probably one of the most personal records on the album, and it's probably one of the realest. I mean, basically I was in the hood and, just passing through, you know what I'm saying? I've been on the road, got back. I just, went to pull up on some of my people I kick it with and check on, my auntie and people like that. And I really don't really drive my cars, over there like that, but I just happen to be coming from the airport. So when I pulled up in my Rolls Royce, I had my driver and all the kids surrounding my car, I get my $100 a piece, and they just all looking at me like this hero. And one of the kids said to me, like, yo, man, when I grow up, I gotta be like you, man. You got everything, you perfect, you don't gotta worry about nothing. Your life is just so great. And I couldn't lie to him, but, I was like, yeah, man, stay in school, do your thing, you can get there too. But I can only remember closing that door and telling my driver to take me home, but just that long ride home with them tinted windows up and me thinking about all of the personal things that went on with me throughout the years with people who were my trusted, and I fed and, I gave, when I was working and out on the road and they was home chilling, enjoying all the accolades and all the things that I was, just bringing to the table, and then just to see how everything just switched up on me when it wasn't like good for them no more, when I started getting on my business sense. And it's like, these are the same people that'll tell you they'll kill for you, die with you. And it's like, when you come from the hood, like, this been my partner since we was kids. You know what I'm saying? He came and, I put him on, like, okay, this is what I need you to do. And he stayed down, but everybody ain't like that. Yeah. So when you got people around you whom you trust and you can, they're gonna keep the blood in your body, and it start to look like opposite, like they wanna take the blood out of your body, then it's just like, that's a reality check. You're like, damn, how we let this come between us? Like, I don't trust you.
Yeah.
So Holy Ghost was just about those type of emotions. Like, I feel like the car was my sanctuary because I'm sitting in the back, I ain't driving, it's 10, I'm listening to music, and all I could do is think until I get to my next destination. But you would think somebody that's on the other side of that tent would be, just ecstatic about life. I'm about to go. I'm just sitting back like, damn, how did I get to this point? And what do I do? You know what I'm saying, to move on with my life and not feel like I was a foul person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what Holy Ghost is about. And it's like hard for a man to describe his relationships with the streets or another man, like an individual, on the record, because we taught to not talk like that. When we go through shit, we just supposed to keep it to ourselves. Fuck that. I'm gonna keep pushing. Fuck him. I'm gonna do my thing. But with that, I couldn't help but to say what I felt on the record because it bothered me that much. And I'm hoping that with that record, if you ever find yourself in any type of situation like that, then that's a record you can listen to overcome that and move on to the next state of your life.